Hi everyone. Today I'm talking to Michele Zappavigna from the University of New South Wales, who is one of our keynotes for ASFLA 2022. Hi Michele, thanks for joining me.
Hi, thank you.
So before we dive into your talk for ASFLA 2022, can you tell us a little bit more about where you are right now and the kind of work that you're engaged with?
Sure. I'm currently at UNSW, that's the University of New South Wales, and I'm working with a team of really fantastic emerging scholars who are all working on some dimension of affiliation across a range of different domains. So for example, Lorenzo Loggi has just finished his PhD on stand-up comedy, Giselle Newton working on donor conception, and she's just submitted. Olivia Inwood working on misinformation, Gianni Chen working on social media crisis communication, Ornia Etaiwe working on extremist discourse, and Neda Tassin working on news discourse. So all of those people are working on different aspects of affiliation. So that's how we make meaning and bond through language, through our semiotic choices. Currently working on some of the paralinguistic aspects of affiliation, so how we use other modalities to make meaning, to align with people, to also, affiliation isn't just about alignment, it's also about contesting meanings. And as you know, there's probably a lot of fighting online that you've witnessed. So affiliation is key for understanding what's going on in those kinds of more combative contexts as well.
Wow. And so this work on affiliation and specifically these other modalities, emoji, is sort of the focus of your presentation at ASFLA, right? So it's titled Emoji as Paralanguage, Modeling Emoji Text Relations and Exploring Ambient Affiliation in Social Media Discourse. Can you tell us just a little bit more about your work exploring these intramodal functions?
Sure. This work came out of previous work that I've been involved with. A recent book on developing a model of a social semiotic model of paralanguage. So we were using it to look at co-speech gesture and embodied meaning in general. So posture, where you are positioned in a room, all of that kind of embodied meaning making. So the model for looking at how speech coordinates largely with gesture, I kind of took that and developed that for working with how emoji coordinate with language. So there's a tendency in linguistics research into emoji to have that kind of taxonomic perspective where we kind of classify emojis by type. And I was arguing, well, that doesn't really work. Really what we need to be doing is considering how emoji are dependent on language, how they coordinate with language, and using our SFL tools for as a lens for looking at how that works. So I was interested in taking a metafunctional approach as a starting point to understand those relations that emoji can have with language. So drawing on that previous work on paralanguage, looking at how what we call convergence across modes, looking at textual synchronicity, so textual meaning, ideational concurrence for ideational meaning, and interpersonal resonance, which is probably what most people would think of when they think of using emoji, like, that we tend to think about the emotional aspect of it. So that's been really fun to work on, really fascinating. So I've been working closely with Lorenzo Loggi, and we're writing a book on that at the moment. And also, so that was my starting point, and then trying to move and look at what is the role that emoji have in the kinds of interactions that we have online, how we bond, how we fight, all the things we do. And yeah, it's a really, really fun discourse, and hopefully people will be interested in looking at some of the texts that I've been working with.
Wow, I find your work absolutely fascinating and so looking forward to your presentation at ASFLA, and I'm sure everyone is hearing the full presentation. So thank you for joining us today and telling us more about it. And if you would like to learn more about Michele's keynote, please check out our website. Remember, you can attend ASFLA on either virtually online or in person. So if you haven't already, be sure to register today. Thank you, Michele, and we will see you very soon.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.